Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make a flat braid bracelet using a Kumihimo disc. In our last video we used a round one to make a round braid, but this is going to make a flat braid bracelet. So in addition to your foam disc, we're going to be using some rattail cord, which is what we traditionally use for Kumihimo projects. Our rattail cord comes in 4 pieces of 3 yards apiece, and so I'm just going to use 2 of those colors today, and I'm going to be cutting each of those lengths into 4 pieces. So each chunk will be a little bit over 2 feet long. So we'll just clip that down now. Alright, so I've got my cord cut down into 2 foot lengths. Now we're going to tie a knot in one end. So we want to match up all of our ends relatively the same. And we'll just tie one big overhand knot. Once you have that done, we can put our knot through the middle of our disc. We want to line up all of our reds on the top. So I'm going to just use the 4 slots towards the middle. And that was not them. There we go. And our 4 gold down at the bottom here. Alright, so this is a pretty simple bracelet compared to some. What we're going to be doing mostly is bring all of the top down to the bottom and all the bottom up to the top. We'll be weaving back and forth. And each time we want to grab one cord that's going to come through the middle. So we're going to grab this one in, on mine it's the number 8 slot, but it's just going to be the far right of the top side. I'm going to bring that down over to the left middle. As we weave, we want to make sure that we keep our knot in the center as our bracelet develops. So now, you can just ignore all the spaces that we're not using and just focus on 4 on top and 4 on bottom. And then we're just going to be filling whatever hole is empty. So now when number 8 is empty, we're going to bring the bottom 8 up to the top. Then we'll bring that next top 7 down to the bottom 8. Just keep on filling that hole as we move across to the left. After we finish that, we're just going to take our middle cord and bring it to fill that last place on the bottom. At this point we start over with our gold cord going to the middle. Be careful not to pull it too tight because we want to keep that knot in the middle, and then just filling in our blank hole each time again. And then filling in that last place with our gold. Now we've come full circle and done that with both colors. Let's keep going a little bit longer and then we'll see how the braid looks. A couple notes before we keep on moving on. Just want to show you what it looks like on the bottom side here. This zigzag back and forth create some nice lines. So we've got gold and red stripes there. You'll notice too that we're weaving in lines this way, but it's coming out diagonal. And so as you weave, you may just need to pull your existing braid off to one side so that it kind of keeps on weaving straight. It also will help if you add a weight to the bottom. You don't have to do this. You can just kind of keep your fingers on there and pull as you go along, but a weight's going to help keep it straight and keep your weave even. Let's keep going. All right, so I think we have enough here to make a bracelet now, about 7 or 8 inches. It doesn't have to be exact because we're going to make a closure too. So we can take it off of our loom here. We just want to hold the cords so that they don't come unraveled. So now we just need to make a loop out of one of these cords so that it can go around the knot on this end. Just so things don't come unraveled while I'm working on the end, I'm going to clip it all in a binder clip. Now I can have all my fingers to work. I'm just going to grab the longest cord, probably this red, and make a loop for our closure. Then I'll just wrap the cord around all of the strands. Maybe twice before heading back the other direction. And putting it through our loop. We've done this closure on some other bracelets. It's similar to the barrel knot. All right, so let's check our loop. That's a little bit big for our knot. So let's size that down a little bit. Shrink that loop down so just that knot can fit through. And then we'll tighten our other end. Make sure you pull that knot good and tight because we can't melt the ends of this cord because it'll burn. We tried. After you've got it all done, then you can cut the ends, but you just want to leave some extra so that they don't slip through the knot. Give your loop a little tug to make sure it'll hold, and then we'll cut our ends. About there. We can trim these down as well. Let's pull that knot tighter first. When you do an overhand knot in multiple strands, it helps to pull every cord individually. And there's our finished bracelet. You'll probably notice that one side looks a lot better than the other. This one has a lot more bumps than this one where the stripes are nice and even. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and were able to follow along and make your own flat braid bracelet. As I said earlier, all the supplies for this project can be found in our store, and we'll put a link in the description. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Hat, nothing since 2 days ago. We'll keep going at that. If you haven't been following along, we've been giving you updates at the end of each video on how we're doing on a paracord beanie. And eventually we'll make a video on that. So stay tuned.